right, next question. Oh, I thought this one was good because, so the question was, is there any real right or wrong? And I thought that was good because, you know, if you're if you're really looking at the world from an objective place, then it would seem that there is not really, there is, but then there isn't.
Right.
Because everything that happens is perfect anyway.
Yeah.
So, but you being who you are, I would really love to hear your answer.
So I will defer to William Shakespeare, who said there is no right or wrong, but thinking makes it so. Right? And that's absolutely accurate. It's only our concept of right and wrong and our beliefs around everything that create what we believe to be right and wrong that makes it right and wrong from that level. However, I have to be careful here. This ties in with what we just talked about. From the level of equanimity, can we see that there truly is no right or wrong? Yes, definitely. Because to hold it as right or to hold it as wrong is the same exact thing. It's two sides of the same exact coin. And either way, you keep yourself enslaved in the program of right and wrong. Okay? However, beyond the state of equanimity, when we're capable of being in the world without being attached to the world, can we see that there is right and wrong? Yeah, definitely. So the difference is just at that place, you can stand up and say, like, we'll take your kids for an example, right? So we were talking earlier about the kids and how they are lax about their chores.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with teaching those children that the right thing to do is that when they're given the directive that they do the work, right? Would that be accurate? Sure. Would it be beneficial for them to learn that because it will help them to grow and evolve as a human being? Yes, it really will, right? It really will. And we have to remember that no one's walking off the life-death cycle until they are a highly evolved human being, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to take someone who's completely entrenched in the egoic nature of human consciousness and think that they're just going to walk off the life-death cycle and not have to come back again. It doesn't work like that. So those who are more and more and more evolved, you will find they hold themselves to a much higher standard in the world. It's just a natural part of it. Now, do they do it because they feel like they have to? No, not at all. Not at all. It's just that is their natural beingness now, to hold themselves to that standard.
Mm-hmm.
It just happens, it just happens. So maybe the last lifetime they were the messy kids or whatever, and now in this lifetime as adults, because of the work that they've done, now they're tidy. And maybe they were kind of tidy when they were in their 20s, and now they've been real hardcore seekers for the last 10 years, and now they keep an immaculate home, right? An immaculate home. Why? Because they have this understanding, and no one has to teach it to them, but they have an understanding that their home is a representation of their own consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm clear here, why would I want to sit in a bunch of mess out here? Right? Does it mean I can't? No, not at all. I could go to your house and it'd be all messy and everything, and I'd be perfectly fine. No issues whatsoever. No judgment toward you for having a messy house. I wouldn't feel, like I was being attacked or anything. I could just be in it. That'd be fine. However, does it mean I choose it for myself? No. No. Why would I do that? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did it answer it enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because I forgot the question again.
It was, is there
Really?
any real right or wrong?
Real right or wrong? Yeah. Yeah. So from the level of having living from higher spiritual principles, right? Living a virtuous life. Yes, there is right and wrong. There is right and wrong. But the person who really is going to walk that out, they don't do it because it's karmic for them. They do it because it's natural to them. Now, and I have to kind of, I have to correct that a little bit, because to a certain degree, for a while, you'll walk that out and it won't be natural to you. And that's part of the mastery and part of the testing in it, is that you are pushed to function from higher principles, even though you haven't owned them yet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's necessary, because you don't just, I don't know if people think that at some point it's just like voila, and all of a sudden you just function from a different space, but that's not what happens. There's effort that goes in for a while first, and
Mm-hmm.
hard choices that have to be made.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes taking the high road is the hardest thing to do, but you know it's the right thing to do, so you do it. And those things have to kind of take place first before it becomes your norm, where it's not a struggle anymore and it's just a natural thing.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.